Hello, dear students. This is our course, Evaluación de los Aprendizajes. I'm Daira Consuegra Huertas, and I'm going to be your professor for this class. So I hope that we enjoy what we're going to learn in this course. So first of all, we are going to develop the welcome remarks. Remember that the 1,000-mile road begins with the first step. Welcome to this wonderful course of assessment of learning. Dream even if the dream seems impossible. Fight even if the enemy seems invincible. Endure the pain even if it's unbearable. Run where the brave dare not go. Transform evil into good, even if it is necessary to walk 1,000 miles. Love the pure and innocent, even if it is non-existent. Resist even when the body can no longer resist. And in the end, they will reach that star even if it seems unattainable. Okay, with these welcome words, we are going to analyze what we're going to study in this subject. First, we have the first module, which is called Principles of Education and Evaluation, which lasts 1 week with a time of 8 hours in the theory part, and then in the practical part, we have 8 hours as a total amount. Then the second topic is how to evaluate students and evaluation instruments, which lasts 2 weeks. We have 8 hours of work, and then finally we have 16 hours of total work. The third topic is types of rubrics and how to create tests. This will last 1 week. It will take 8 hours of our lessons, and then it will have a final total of 8 hours of work. Then we have the next topic, which is called curriculum evaluation, which will last 2 weeks, 8 hours, and we have 16 hours of total work. And the final topic is how to assess learning outcomes, which will last 2 weeks with a total amount of 8 hours of work and then 16 hours of total work. And at the very end, we will have 64 hours of work. In here, we have how we're going to evaluate all these curriculum, right? First, we have the student evaluation, which is 5%, the hetero evaluation, which is 5%, the unit number 1 is 20%, unit number 2, 15%, unit 3, 20%, unit 4, 15%, and unit 5, 20%, which makes a total of 100%. Here we have the self-assessment form in which you will have to evaluate how the class was developed and if you are happy or not with it. Here we have all the things that you can answer about the class. Then we have the attitudinal hetero assessment form, right? This is what you get in order to finish all the assignments and all the tests that you develop throughout the course. If you do all of them, then you will have another grade, which will be added at the end of your course evaluations. And you will have probably 100% if you develop all the tests and you develop all the assignments, and at the end you get this 100% hetero evaluation. What are the instructions for this course? Well, the first thing that you should do is to locate yourself in a place where you are comfortable, where you have enough light and there are no distractions. Remember that when we take the lessons online, we need to be aware that the other person is there, but you need to be paying attention, developing your listening skills. Then you're going to read the objectives carefully and try to understand what you want to learn. To make it easier, this has been divided into modules. The modules will help you follow every week what you need to learn. And my advice is do not skip tasks because you need to complete each of them in the given order. The first topic that we're going to cover is called the Principles of Education and Evaluation. This has a ponderation of 20% in which you're going to develop the learning objective of recognizing the difference between assessment and evaluation. And you're going to also identify the purpose and functions and different types of evaluation. Here we have the reference materials in which you have 2 videos. The first one is formative and summative assessments. The second one is differences between assessment and evaluation. Then you have two readings. The number one is evaluation in education, and the next one is difference between assessment and evaluation. You're going to have a reading assignment, which is 5%, a video assignment, which is worth 8%, and a test, which is 7% of your grade. This will be developed on week number 1. You need to complete all the assignments included in this module. The second module, which is 15% of your grade, is called How to Evaluate Students and Evaluation Instruments. In here, we are going to recognize the criteria that must be used to choose an evaluation instrument. We are going to analyze and compare different evaluation instruments and how to use them to assess our students. The reference materials that you have here are, you have 2 videos. The first one, tips on choosing an evaluation tool, and the second video is called Classroom Assessment Techniques, CATS. Then we have readings. The first one, how to evaluate students, and the second one, educational evaluation instruments. The activities are divided like this: 4% for the reading assignment, 5% for watching a video and developing questions about it, and then 6% in a test. The calendar for these activities are like this. You're going to complete the readings and watch the videos and develop the assignments on week 2 and week 3. The next topic, which is module number 3, and is worth 20% of the grade, talks about types of rubrics and how to create tests. In here, we're going to learn how to describe the types of rubrics used in educational evaluation. And we're going to identify and apply the necessary steps to create tests. The reference materials that we have for this module are the videos. Video number 1, Introduction to Rubrics. Video number 2, Writing a Simple Progress Test. Reading number 1, Types of Rubrics, and reading number 2, How to Create Tests. The activities are divided like this. We're going to have a written assignment, which is worth 5%, a written assignment, another one, which is worth 8%, and a test, which is worth 7% of your grade. According to the calendar, we're going to develop these activities on week number 4. Then we have the curriculum evaluation on module number 4. This module contains the following objectives: describe the main characteristics of curriculum evaluation and its purpose. Analyze and compare the different types of curriculum evaluation. Then we're going to have the reference material. The video number 1 is called Curriculum Evaluation, and the video number 2 is called Different Types of Evaluation. The readings is Curriculum Evaluation and Types of Curriculum Evaluation. The activities that we're going to develop are: the video will be worth 4%, the written assignment 5%, and a test 6%. These activities will be developed on week number 5 and week number 6. We have to complete the reading activities first, watch the videos that is provided in the platform, and then you're going to complete all the assignments included in the module. The module number 5, which is worth 20% of the grade, is called How to Assess Learning Outcomes. And here we're going to learn how to adjust, plan, and check and do our plannings regarding what we want with our students. We're going to identify how to assess the learning outcomes and recognize how the different English teaching methods can be combined in the classroom in order to have a successful lesson plan, and also fulfill our learning objectives with our students. First, we have videos in order to understand about them. The first one is called self-assessment, and the second one, learning outcomes. We have readings, the number 1, which is talking about self-assessment, co-evaluation, and hetero-evaluation, and the reading number 2, how to assess learning outcomes. The activities that we will develop are divided like this: written assignment, 5%, a chart, 8%, and a test, 7%. The calendar of activities, these formative and summative activities, will be developed on week 7 and 8. First, we have to complete the reading activities, watch the videos provided, and complete all the assignments. Thanks for your attention, and I hope that we have a great time together. Gracias.